Welcome to Culture Africa TV.
My name is Boma Jojim. My name is Boma Jojim, and I came from the riverine part of the Nigeria, precisely River State, and I does wood carving. I do wood carving. I don't probably no less than 30 something years now. You see, a lot of things that led people to one thing or the other, and during my childhood, I wasn't thinking about coming into art, but it is the situation that on ground then made me come into art, and it's a personal thing anyway. You understand? But I find myself in the field. I find myself in the field of wood carving. I was trained by under Bisi Fakeye. Is late. It's a well-renowned artist. His name is Mr. Bisi Fakeye, and I trained under him like for 4 years. And since then, I am being in the art. I've been in the art since then, and I think art is universal, and you cannot tag art now in one particular aspect, because if you tag it in one particular aspect, you're going to be restricted. Because I do modern art, just as what you can see. This is modern. It's not really traditional. As you can see, I am trying to portray a woman that she has a pride, and the pride she has is herself, and she's trying to comport herself by holding herself down to her upper region of the side of the body. That this place is special for me, and that is what she is doing. And also, I just finished my solo exhibition last year, October 1st. I did my solo exhibition at OM Gallery. It's a private gallery at there. So I just finished that one last year, and it's quite huge. It's quite awesome. And in that place, I did a lot of work. There's the one that I titled Old and New. Old and new in the sense that I'm trying to lay down where our mothers are coming from. Like in that old and new, I have a hairstyle. It's called three shuku. Shuku hairstyle, three shuku. And that is the old. Then I now came to put an eyelashes on top of the eye. A big eyelashes on top of the eye. You know, eyelashes was not pronounced in those days. So it was this time now eyelashes came in. So that's why I titled it The Old and the New. So yeah, taken from the old and for the present. Yes. So to merge them together, and I said it is old and the new. So that is how sometimes we document some things for other people to see. Yes. It's quite interesting now for the patronage of art on Nigerians. Younger ones are coming into art patronage, and it's quite huge now. Because if there is no patronage, you will not see us be doing this job. You understand? So that's a very good example for you to know. Because you see, there are people that I said the art is not for, is for the elect. Even in the Bible, it was the kingmakers that owned art, acquire art. You understand? So if you don't get to that level, I don't think art is for a common man. Well, I will not be able to tell you about the metal sculptor now, because I'm not fully into the metal sculptor. But the metal sculptor will be able to tell you what it takes in his own metal work that he is doing.
So you're into live drawing?
Yes, I am into. We do live drawing, because before you carve on a wood, you must sketch on it. You must sketch on it before you start sculpting. Without that, you can't sculpt properly.
Okay. So let's look at this over like you already said earlier on that art is a form of expression.
Yeah.
You express your emotion.
Yeah.
You try to create a narrative out of it, a storyline, just to educate or to motivate people. Or to, I think take us through some of your artwork here. Maybe let's how and what does this signify? I think it is very very important.
Like I can also still say that I also did one I call Macaulay. He's a dead man, and when I did it, I wasn't looking at him anyway, but I just used my imagination to do it. And the moment it was even in one of my exhibitions, that's why when people see how they say this look like Macaulay, about Macaulay. So even one of my senior colleagues, Mr. Abiola Aloku, one of my colleagues, Mr. Abiola, is my senior colleague, Mr. Abiola Aloku, that saw the work and said this is about Macaulay. And so that was why I named that work after about Macaulay. And it was sold for that exhibition. It was sold.
Do you have any annual event showcase like for exhibition of art? Yeah, under your umbrella body, or do you organize any event for the public to interact with you and engage you on your work?
For me, I've never done that before, but
As an umbrella body of
yeah,
creative art, yeah.
umbrella body of this is Universal Studios in the first place, and this umbrella body will have different segments of art that we do. Just as we have the painters, we have the sculptors, and what have we also we are still expecting the ceramics to come. You understand? So we have on that aspect in the studio personally. I've not, but my work has gone worldwide. It has gone worldwide. I think 5 years ago I took part in Boham auction in London.
You were there like
I was not there, but my work was there, was represented. And we went for about $3,000, £3,000, sorry. So that's how I've gone so far, but I've not been there.
okay. Yeah, again, let me ask you again. How long does it take you to work on a single structure like this particular in reference to this one? How long did it take you? Take us through the process.
Like I cannot actually specify this is how long I will take, because for example now I am doing that, another inspiration will come and I have to register it down. You understand? So another inspiration will come, I have to register it down. Like look at the one that I'm doing. So Afro, this is I call it Afro.
Afro.
Yeah, in those days that people used to do all those kind of hair and all those stuff. So sometimes a work will come, an idea will come. You want to document it before it will go off you. So I cannot be able to say this one will take me for a month or 2 months. I cannot be able to quantify the time, but it's quite huge. It's quite huge.
So any upcoming exhibition before the end of the year, are you looking forward to?
Yes, I am looking forward to a solo show before the end of the year, but the time is not yet specified.
Do you have any traditional structural work here that you can relate to? Yeah, you don't have any.
No, I don't have any presently. I don't have any.
So, a business, talking about business entirely, like how much have you, what is the highest price you have sold your exhibition, one of your jobs?
Yeah, I think in my exhibition I sold one work for 10 million, and I titled it after one great master that I've late, the Anyao, and I sold it for 10 million at that exhibition, and that is the highest I've sold, and the work is about 6 feet height. 6 feet. And it was a Nigerian that bought it, not a foreigner.
Let me ask you again, what is your source of motivation over the years? What is the source of your motivation over the years that keep you going? Yeah, again, or
My source of motivation is all about passion of the art. Because if you don't have passion of the art, you can't move on. Because not every time that sales comes. You understand? But that passion would drive you for you to be working. Because I remember, like, I think 10 years ago, there's a professor called Professor Dieter from US. He came to do a lecture here, and at the National Council of Modern Art here. And I was part of the student there for the lecture. And after the lecture, he came up here to see my work. And as of then, there was no much patronage. As of then, there was no more. My work was full on the ground. The professor came to see my work. He said, my works are nice, my works are good. Do you know what he said to me? He said, either they buy or they didn't buy. He said, keep on working. He said, your works are fantastic. The following day, one man from Russia came and cleared the work. That was my turning point.
What year was that?
That was, can I precisely say, I think 2001, between 2001 or less than 2001.
Well, the fire came from the man.
It didn't came from the man.
Okay.
It was coincidence.
Wow.
It didn't came after the man has came and talked to me.
Try to link it up.
Yeah, I tried to link it up. You understand? So he said either they buy or they didn't buy. He said keep on working. And that also has motivated me, you know, when you see that you work and the work is full of it. After that, another woman came again, our son has a gallery in US. Came and commissioned me more works. The same period. Since then, I don't have any work on ground. Any work that you see here, people have bought it.
Wow.
Including this.
That, like, I'm
Thing.
exporting it out also.
I'm not exporting. People buy it in their homes.
Oh, wow.
You understand? The one that bought the one I sell for 10 million, he took it out of the country.
Well, this still needs to go through the final process.
Yeah, this needs to go through the final process of this.
Oh, wow.
We still need to get to this process.
So, how soon will it be like, will the work be completed?
I think by the next 3 weeks I will complete it. Next 3 weeks.
So, we look forward to seeing the finished product. Yeah, we are seeing the skeleton,
Yeah.
the fleshy part. So, hopefully, we'll see. And also, how do you think this art can fight depression, anxiety? How can this cultural work, how can work of art, how can it fight depression, anxiety?
Now,
Individual level, yeah.
do you know that fighting of depression is based on what individual likes? You understand? It is what you like can help you fight against your depression. You understand? If I like music, if I listen to music, I think I will relieve of my depression. There are also people that who love art, and when they see the art, I think they say they are fully okay. Their depression has gone. And that is why I see a lot of people are coming into acquiring of art today. Because they love art, they see that the art itself is a gift. People of higher integrity, they will come, they will say, please, how much is it? Please, this is what I have, please. People that on a normal night, you cannot stand with them. That is where our art has taken us to. Do you understand? So, we meet with people of high level in terms of the art.
So, what's your message to the younger generation who have interest in art and they don't know how they can get started in this industry?
It's just that these days now, the younger ones are, how will I put it? They are over-ambitious. They are over-ambitious because they don't want to have that patience in doing what can sustain them in test of time. You understand what I'm saying? Most of them want to do Yahoo. You understand what I'm saying? Yahoo Plus and all that. Because they don't have the patience to go through this type of processing. Imagine me bringing a log of wood to sculpt and to get it finished to this point. Is a lot of big challenge. that many of this younger generation doesn't want to go into. And that's the problem we are facing today. If they can have that patience, you know what I'm saying, to go into it, it's going to be huge plus for the Nigerian and for the African as a whole.
And again, I should ask you again that how do you think art can create a sense of unity in communities? How can we do to foster unity in areas where there are crises, where there are issues around intolerance? Let's put it that way.
You see, for my own opinion, if art could do that, the environment must be peaceful and everybody must be okay. Do you understand? I won't tell you that where there is crisis, art will unify it. I won't tell you that. Because anybody that tells you that if there is crisis, art will unify it, is not telling you the truth. Do you understand? Art stands as peace also, and when you are okay, when the environment will okay, that is when I think art will bring unity in the society.
Okay, another thing, is this art who can be a source of to challenge the status quo, injustice in the country, and also improving people to give or offer their self to the development of society.
You see, in that regard, government has to come in. If government does not come in, there's no way art could get to that level. Because if the government of Nigeria are sincere and they put their time in the art, they are going to benefit a lot because they don't know that there is treasure, there is money in the visual art setup. Because now, for instance, now, if you want to travel with this piece now, you have to go to National Museum and take a permit. We paid for it. We paid for it. That is not an antique. Do you understand? And government are just taking that and they are not looking into the art to promote the art more than where we are today.
What you're saying in essence is that it can be a source of foreign exchange for the country.
Yeah, definitely. Art
if,
now,
if
art.
the government can create an enabling environment for the art industry to thrive.
Yes. Art now, do you know that it's a collateral? You can use it as a collateral.
Wow.
Yeah, art now. And yeah, and it depends on the art, the person that is doing it. Do you know how much Benemo watched today? Benemo, do you know how much he watched today? Because you don't know him. So art now today, as of today, it is. You understand? But many people does not know about it. But it has been registered that art has more value even than stock exchange. What is stock? Stock can fall, but art cannot fall. In the international world, that is what they do. But in Nigeria, yeah, it is how we're going to steal money. That is what we are fighting for.
So, how much of government support have you enjoyed over the years in the course of the years? And yeah, let's look at previous administration. Yeah, the level of support, level of intervention in terms of policy document, in terms of legislative action towards improving promoting the art industry in the country.
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, there's no government support anywhere. And the people who are supposed to represent us, which is the National Gallery of Modern Art, that are just beside us here. You know what I'm saying? They are having a location from government every year to acquire artwork to the National Collection of National Gallery of Modern Art. But what do they do? What they do is that they will come to the stakeholders. Instead, they will go to Lekki Market to buy craft and put in the collection of national collection. So those are the kind of people that we're supposed to give us assistance through the government. But they are sitting on it, not letting us have it.
Do you think you can come together together as a pressure group and make demands on the government and through engaging them through the media, like you're presently doing, trying to espouse your ideas on what needs to be done, what intervention needs to be put in place?
I think our society and other bodies have done that, but it's just that how would I call it? When in the government setting they talk about cabal, you understand? Say, when the cabal are stronger than you, what do? The people that are there, that are powerful, that are stronger than you, what do? Instead, they will kill you, and for you to buy one of you. That's what most time they does. They also buy one of you and give him position there. And when him to get there, he will follow them and do the same thing. That's what's happening in the most cases.
So for anyone who wants to get started in the work of art, how do I go about it? Now take us through the part. If I'm interested in the art, in sculptural work, how do I get started? I have the passion, I have the zeal, looking around it, and if I want to get started, how do I go about it?
Now, first and foremost, like person like you, people like you, we have them. We have them in. We have them here, and they came on. Sometimes we call them executive training. You know, like now you finish your school, you are a lawyer or you are a doctor, you want to come into art, you come for training.
How long does that take?
It depends on your skills. You come.
What if I don't have any skill, but I just have a passion? Yeah, so I just want to learn it from the rudiments.
Yeah, yes, it's still the same thing we are saying. If you want to come from the rudiment of from the grassroots, is your ability to catch up on time that makes you get to what you want on time. Otherwise, you will just be rumbling.
So let's say I can learn it within 2 years.
Well,
3 years.
if you are articulated, you can learn between 2 years, 3 years. If you are articulated, you can get to that time.
But of course, I can't learn the whole areas of structure, so I can just major on one specific area.
Yeah, you can just focus on what one that you want to specialize on. If it is wood carving, if it is a metal aspect, if it is painting that you want to catch up, you can also. So we have a lot of people that have done that. Today they are eating from it.
So like how many students have you graduated so far? Yeah, so far, yes.
We can't count them here.
No, I mean you personally.
Me personally, no, because it's a collective thing in the studio. Sometimes somebody will come, okay, give me some little skills about what you have, then I put them through and all. But it's a collective thing in the studio.
But in your studio, how many people?
I can't count them.
Okay, like estimate, just not a number.
Yeah. We're saying 50, 30, thereabout.
So nice engaging you, sir.
Huh?
It's so nice engaging you.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity to engage you.
Thank you.
Learn more for the insights afforded us by interacting with you on the social hour.
Thank you. You're welcome.